cloud, all these things. What I am interested in weather maps. Because the weather maps is showing you what is coming, from where it's coming, where it's going. You understand the big picture of it.
Is it the same idea that weather radar?
No. We have weather radar here, but for example, it opens. You see here, you see these northerly winds coming from Istanbul and feeding with fresh air. Or sometimes the cyclones coming from the Atlantic, they're accelerating here, and the Red Sea also takes them. So the good thing of Egypt, and thanks to the barrier of Sinai and Jordan mountains, is that you have deep penetration of northerly winds in Egypt all year round. In winter, in spring, in summer, very often you're having these northerly winds.
This is because of the mountains in Jordan.
Okay, first it is because of the pressure difference. You have
Hot and cold.
colder air here to the north and warmer air here. And there is a pressure difference from the cold to the hot, because this is a higher pressure. But the second thing is that the sea surface is working like a conductor. It allows certain wind to progress further away on its way direction because it has no friction. But the Sinai mountains and other mountains here, they're working like a barrier. So these winds cannot go too much in Saudi, but they go into the lower. Red Sea is a second conductor. So it's like a boost of this north wind penetration deeper into the Egypt, even to the south part of Egypt. Of course, the more south you go, weaker. But the good thing is you have winds coming from colder lands. These are colder air masses. This means better temperature gradient for flying. And if you have southerly winds, they're coming from somewhere hotter. They're not so good for flying. It's too hot. But you have fresh temperatures, nice temperatures.
Yeah. This is what's happened when we always have western winds from Libya,
Sahara, yeah.
or from Sudan.
Yeah.
The weather is very bad and it's not flyable.
Yeah.
Always sand and...
But the good thing of Egypt is you have many, 80% of the days, 90% of the days you have something northerly, which is bringing fresh air from above. When this north wind comes here up to Cairo, it works a little bit like a sea breeze. Sea breeze is not good for flying.
How it converts to sea breeze? From the sea?
The properties are similar to sea breeze.
Okay.
But the point is, sea breeze is generally not good for flying.
Cooling
because it's cutting the thermals. It's like with skid, it's cutting the thermals. Because it's too cold there, it cannot produce the instability from underneath to start the rising. And that's why with another program I was making temperature sounding forecasts, not on this one, and it was showing that up to Cairo and Ain Sokhna, the temperature gradient is not so good. But if you go to St. Anthony, this place here, and from here now, you start having the good temperature gradient. Because this Ain Sokhna mountain is like a transformer of the air mass. And you travel further distance to the south, so the air mass improves and becomes better, more heated from below. And this is what you need, more hot air being down there and colder air higher up there. So from St. Anthony southwards are generally the good conditions.
For cross-country.
For cross-country, if we talk about cross-country. Also in this area, in Ifayum, in these places, it's also fine. But these are generally the scenarios, and you can see also this typical conversion line, not now, but let's say at 3 o'clock.
What does it mean, the difference between...
Look at the conversion line. You see, here are the best thermals. The conditions are not turbulent here, and the winds are lighter here.
What's happening here?
Two winds are meeting.
Why? Cold place?
Not cold place.
Low pressure?
Blackberry?
Thank you. Because if you have a mountain and the air hits this mountain, the wind hits this mountain, it goes like this.
Divergence and
Convergence. Yeah, divergence is going apart. Like there is a divergence over the Red Sea. But here, behind these mountains, especially after Safaga, I like it because of this.
Can you zoom it out? Is this mountains?
Yeah, these are mountains. These are all mountains here. I'll show you.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. So you see the Ein Sochna mountains with the highest part closer to the sea. Then you have the St. Anthony. And then you have mountains parallel to the Red Sea coast. The highest one are near Hurghada, 2,000 meters. Safaga was nice because the mountains are very close to the sea, but they still continue. This mountain range continues.
Okay, what's making
The convergence.
Yeah, what's making
So-
they meet and go up?
So from one side, you're having, especially in the northwesterly winds, these
Okay.
mountains are splitting the flow. And then it's coming back,
Okay.
coming back. And the sea breeze component during the day is feeding from this side. The western component is feeding from this side.
So this make direction and this make direction.
Yeah. And they combine.
So the main reason for this diversion is the sea breeze. It's pressing.
On one side, yeah?
Yeah.
And the northwesterly wind.
I got lost. What I understood, that the wind is coming from the north, they hit the mountain, which is this chain of mountains.
Yeah.
They hit,
And it splits.
yeah, splits, and then make a conversion.
لا بص
Yeah.
بقى.
Yeah.
هو كده الهواء جاي شمالي. الهواء هنا ايه اللي بيزقه كده؟ السي بريز. فالاتنين بيتقابلوا
And
فين؟
the sea breeze is also helping for this conversion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
فاهم؟ فالاتنين بيتقابلوا ايه؟ عند الجبل من فوق.
Because we are speaking about distance of 40 kilometers. This place which I flew in Safaga, I'll show you. It's 40 kilometers from Safaga.
Excuse me, at this point, there is no turbulence when they meet?
No. I mean, it's very unstable, and good instability means good thermals, good lift.
Okay.
Bad instability means inversions and turbulence.
Inversions and turbulence.
Yeah. But here, you have the best conditions are here, and you see how long is this convergent line. It goes to Sudan and even beyond Sudan.
No.
But that's why I believe that flights of maybe 300 kilometers and more are possible in future to do along this convergent line. If the wind is more here, the convergence may move a little bit like this.
Away from the
Yeah.
mountains.
If the western component is stronger, it can get closer to the sea.
Okay, so we don't have, so mountains is not the main reason for the conversion.
They help. The mountain
help.
ranges, they help the
Yeah,
conversion.
but maybe you have a conversion here or here.
It's possible.
Yeah, okay. It depends on the direction of the wind and where they meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, let's go to the map.
So, in general, for cross country, while checking the weather maps, it's good to identify an area where there is a wind convergence.
Yeah. Conversion is always good in cross country. This means two air masses are meeting and
And
going
lifting.
together.
Lifts, yeah.
Yeah, they produce better lift.
Okay.
And you can see in this area, this is a calm zone here behind. That's the visualization start. But you see that the Ein Sochna mountains, Galale is here. You see how it's splitting the flow. Part comes here, part comes here. And then in St. Anthony, again, it's not strong. These are the weakest wind. Here it might be too strong. Or
It's
here
another
too strong.
conversion.
Yeah. You see, when I came here, you tell me, oh, forget about Hurghada and Safaga, they're very windy. But you see 40 kilometers inside,
Yeah.
you don't have this strong wind problem.
Okay.
I'm not interested in Hurghada, but I'm interested here,
Where?
inside.
And, okay. One question. When two air masses meet, the wind speed, in terms of speed, is less.
Slows down. Because there is a friction, there is a opposition.
They kill each other.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, here, it's not a pure convergent straight head-on. It comes on an angle, but it's still sufficient as a convergence.
It is simulating the dust devils. They meet and they start to turn, make thermals.
Yeah. But the turning with the dust devils, this is a way to conserve the momentum.
Okay.
Of this. But I believe that for cross-country, it's possible to chase some big flights here, with these northerly winds, with this convergent line. I think in future people can, chase flights at 300-400 kilometers, and Egypt suddenly may become cross-country Mecca.
Yeah.
For big flights.
We will do it one day.
Yeah. Just give me the permission.
We just taking the knowledge.
Yeah.
So when we be ready, we can go there and start our trip. Yeah. And we'll call you. Come.
Yes, with pleasure. So let's go to the forecasting now. In this, we have popular maps. This is the wind visualizations. It's very pleasant, this map, because you see the convergence. You see how the wind is doing. But I want to check exactly how much is the wind. So I'm switching to this one.
Okay.
Wind. From wind animation, I switch to wind.
You use 10 meter above ground warming?
Yeah, I use 10 meters. I can check higher, but more or less it's similar.
Okay.
And you see it's showing 20 kilometers per hour. It's showing 6 kilometers per hour. Let's go to Ein Sochna. Yeah, at the moment you can make a night flights in Ein Sochna. Night flights. You see?
Yeah, but where is the edge? Here is the edge, yeah?
The edge is...
But this is not the mountain.
This is the mountain. This is the takeoff with the roll.
Yeah, this is the takeoff we usually take off, you know?
Yeah, but it's on the wrong place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm telling you. Go here.
Try to wait.
This. So you were asking about Friday. What are the winds on Friday?
Okay.
But I can see it's a little bit crosswind. I mean, you still can make it from this takeoff here on Friday. Actually, this one may also work, because you see the wind is kind of turning this way. So maybe the other place will also work.
What about afternoon, when the sea breeze is strong? Is it going to change the direction a little bit?
A little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, this is what I usually use.
Yeah.
Afternoon.
No, it's flyable. I see it. You can fly on Friday here.
It's
the
south or the south takeoff?
Yeah.
The
But
southern?
Also keep in mind that through my experience of these flights which I made 2 days ago, you have a little bit of more western component than the forecast. This is a local effect.
Yeah.
What west?
A little bit of western component.
East or west?
Western.
Western, yeah. Coming from the east or west.
Yeah. So, if let's say the hue is like this, when you have wind coming from north, let's say pure north, it splits, and you see how it produces western component. Near Cairo, it can produce northeastern wind. That's because it's splitting. Also, the other thing, if we look at the profile of the hill, this is north. This is the hill. If we look at the cross-section of the hill, let's make it like this. If we look from the sea, if I'm on a boat here and if I'm looking at Ein Sochna mountain, here the winds are weaker because they're pushed to climb the mountain, go around. Here, where is the quarry place which I flew, the winds are stronger because there is kind of Venturi effect. And here the winds are the strongest because they're falling down and speeding up. That's why the quarry place, you have to be careful sometimes with this. If there is an increase of the wind, you might be trapped. Difficult to go down to land, or maybe pushed into even more strong winds. And into the lee side of the mountain.
Which mountain is this?
Ein Sochna mountain.
Which one? Yesterday flight?
Yeah, when I flew. Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
From
Yeah.
This mountain, but if you're on a boat and if you look at the mountain
Yeah,
like
okay.
this, here you may have the Venturi, and here the place you were said that above the fort.
So this is the northern wind.
Yeah, this is the northern wind.
Okay, you are talking about this side and this side.
Yeah. So here
This
the
is the
winds are,
Venturi, okay?
here the winds are the weakest, and here, in my experience, the winds are the strongest. And here you have Venturi.
Yeah, this is what I asked you yesterday about this place. Look here.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll show it at the maps. Usually you have a Venturi here.
Yeah.
This area. All of this area. After the mountain, yeah. If you go here, you may trap and get back here.
Yeah. But this is Venturi for such winds. I'm speaking about Venturi from north-northwest
Yeah, I
winds.
think
It
go
goes
like
around,
this,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's a trap.
Yeah.
You can get stuck in it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the maps.
Okay.
Another useful thing, clouds and precipitation.
Yeah.
Typically for Egypt, no clouds, no precipitation.
I told him that in October in Fayoum or in Cairo, you find a lot of cumulus. A lot. Yeah. Streets.
So on Thursday, there will be some clouds. Thursday might be an interesting day, but they're more to the south, not in the Cairo area. So you can check these things as well. And more or less, I may also check the temperatures just
and
for
the
the
altitude
comfort.
of the clouds?
You can make it. You see here, there is one specialized map, aviation and clouds, that you can go to convective cloud altitude. You see the convective cloud altitude. But because this is the free version of Meteoblue, you don't have time selection.
Okay.
I can tell you that over Libya, you have some clouds 4,500, 5,000 meters.
Where is it?
Over Libya.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But it's because the sun moved to the... You have also convective updrafts.
What is this red lines? Thermals? Heats? Or
This one?
the red zones and the orange?
These are the thermals. You see, every field is having, this is thermals meters per second.
Okay.
You see, in Libya, you have even 5 meters per second.
Okay.
Climbs in some zones. In Cairo, this is not so accurate, but it's kind of okay. And I'm also checking boundary layer height. So how high you can climb. But you see, it's forecasting 4,500, 5,000 meters. This is not correct. I was climbing to 2,000 meters. It was showing this big height.
Why the top is having no thermals?
Sorry?
I can see that most of the thermals developed in
Over
this,
the mountains.
Yeah, this is mountain height or bottom or...
No, this is a place where the thermals don't climb very high.
Okay, why?
Because it's a low terrain most probably. Over the sea you have
Low terrain?
low terrain, yeah. The elevation of terrain. But again you see the convergent lines.
Okay, yeah.
And something useful for you is, just let me see, sorry, air quality and pollen. Because I remember when you were coming to Safaga, Ahmed was speaking about desert, sandstorm. So you can see the sandstorms here.
Okay. Desert dust.
Desert dust.
Yeah.
And when it's very concentrated, you can see the border. And
So the dust is a pink line.
yeah, these are the particles per cubic meter. This
Heavier.
M2, so you can see by different dates, if you're interested, if the sky will be blue, like here in Alexandria.
Very clean up.
Yeah. But dusty here. So if you're worried about gust fronts, you see in Safaga, in Hurghada, it's clean. Very often these mountains are working like a barrier and they don't
Allow the dust
to go to the sea. But mostly wind animation, wind speed, cloud cover, maybe temperature. the things, for example, Friday will be a little bit hot, but still not a big drama. Offer 32,
how
34.
much temperature will be 34
34 in the lowlands.
زي ما كنا موجودين the same day maybe it was 28 30
Yeah, but here in Galala, on Friday, because it's 30 degrees in Galala,
okay
because it's higher.
28 to 30 yeah
Yeah. Then it's lower for the next days. Even on Monday, you have 20 degrees on the top of the mountain.